Last time, on a dream called Meraai, we found a company in Pretoria who would widen her rims. We had some hand-to-hand combat with wasps that were making Meraai their home, and we finally started applying the black gold known as a Raptor onto Meraai's chassis. This week, East Coast Scratch and Dent start moving to new premises. Bram fills us in on the way forwards, which includes lifting Meraai's roof. We look briefly at our interior design. We also discover that Meraai had a really bad facelift in the past. And a setback. A big setback. This is bad news. Bad news. When we left you last week, we were pretty chuffed that we had found a company in Pretoria to widen Meraai's rims. The Sunday that has just passed, Bram's brother actually came down here and loaded up the common gear that the guys at East Coast Scratch and Dent have rebuilt and renovated into a little masterpiece, and he took it back up to Joburg, and with it he took Meraai's rims. So hopefully in around 2 weeks we will be able to show you Meraai in her kick-ass new shoes. Since the second week of us beginning our journey with Meraai, we've been based at East Coast Scratch and Dent's premises in Munster on the lower south coast of KwaZulu-Natal. And now the guys are moving in the same complex but to bigger premises. As far as moving Meraai is concerned, well, she's not going anywhere until her rims come back from Pretoria. With Meraai going nowhere, I needed to chat to Bram to see what his next move was. It will be about 2 weeks until we get the rims back, and one can do a lot in those 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, we're going to start measuring up the roof. We see where we're going to cut it. This week we still want to start with it. Do all the measurements and cutting the pieces that has to be fitted in there for the roof to be lifted up. So that is the whole plan for this week till the wheels are coming back.
Okay, as you can see, I'm standing up, sort of my knees are actually slightly bent and head-butting the roof. So to solve that, Bram and the guys are going to cut all the way around and raise the roof probably by about 100 mil. I'm not sure the exact height they're going to, so it'll be interesting to see. I don't know if they're going to sort of cut here and then raise that, or if they're going to cut on here on these struts here, which are the old, supporting the old windows, and then add a piece in there. I don't know, but I would imagine it's going to happen up here somewhere. Although we are still a long way from starting to fit Meraai out, we do need to start thinking what will go where. One of our biggest challenges is going to be how we utilize this space and fit in a bed, ablutions, a kitchen, a chilling area. How are we going to fit it all in here? What we do know, and what is definite, is there is the bed. That will be the bed. Then probably somewhere over here is going to be your ablutions, and then if we come back here, and that area behind the driver's cab will be a chilling area, kitchen, combined kitchen area. That's what I think we're going to be looking at. There are so many floor plans available off the internet, but most favor the layout we are looking at. My daydreaming of how Meraai will look inside came to an abrupt halt when I got wind of some disturbing news re our rims that were now in Pretoria. Okay, I just heard some news that has not made me happy, and that is the rims are in Pretoria, but De Villiers Bunders said that they couldn't alter them for me.
And we spoke to De Villiers Bunders yesterday. Then they said they couldn't do it. Then it was too much of a heavy-duty job. Then we recommended we take it to an engineering shop. And then again this morning, they apparently could do it. But now there's some other hiccup with a dent in the inside of the rim.
Yeah, I was about to say, why could they not do it? I mean,
they complain that if they weld the rim the way we say, then it's too straight, you won't get the tire off. And that rim won't work with a tubeless tire.
So suddenly things are not so rosy. Damn it. You know, one wouldn't have gone to the trouble of sending these tires all the way to Pretoria if we had known they can't do the job. So now I don't actually know what's going on, or how long Meraai is going to be up on these trestles, because obviously we can do nothing. We can't move her until we get those, we get some rims and the tires on the rims. Oh, this is bad news. As the week draws to a close, I need to get some good news, as I'm getting frustrated with all the issues around tires and rims. It is Friday morning, week 21, and I'm not a happy child, hey? The rim issue is still not finalized. Just arriving at East Coast Scratch and Dent. There's something going on here at Meraai. Yeah, the windows are out. Seeing Meraai's windscreen removed was the good news I needed. Rocky had an early start today, and he wants to get Meraai's front body panels removed by close of business. He's assisted by Mike, another one of East Coast Scratch and Dent's hard-working guys. Removing the front of Meraai will then allow us for the very first time to start looking at the new design, a facelift for our grand old lady. As Rocky cuts and grinds, it becomes clear that this is not the first time she has had work done to her face. So that whole front section that you can see has been highly modified in the past. We don't know why. Alright, so let me try and explain how this used to look. If you can see over there, all the way down to here, this whole section you see here, somebody added that on. They just lopped it on, and you can see, because this is where the radiator cap is, and it was on the inside of the windscreen, which is really doff. So if we come around to the side here is where an original windscreen went, and if you go up, that's where it attached. But these are, somebody added this on, and I don't know, it's just really weird. So what Rocky's busy doing now, Rocky and Mike, they're busy taking off this whole front section so we can get back to this. Removing Meraai's old face is not as easy as it seems. Rocky, yeah, what you thinking?
I want to cut off here just so I can get this section off, then I can see better where everything is.
As soon as Rocky has sussed things out, he starts to cut the frame that is supporting Meraai's old face. It seems as though this old lady is quite fond of her current looks, and she makes things difficult for the East Coast boys. But when Rocky is in the ring, the end is inevitable. Alrighty, so we have exposed Meraai's old facelift, which was nasty. Now you can see what this bus used to look like. The windscreen came down there, and then it had this little bulldog nose here. We think Meraai was an old Merc 308 bus, and this is what that bus looked like. It has been a great end to a frustrating week. I had to find out from Bram what was going on with regards to Meraai's rims being widened by De Villiers Banda in Pretoria.
Latest is De Villiers Banda can't do it. After 100 calls, we've got a guy in Roslyn, his name is Nick. He does that, he builds those Bigfoot buckies. So I'm just waiting for Nick to give me a call that we can see where we stand, and then we're going to arrange from there.
So as of now, our hopes are pinned on Nick the Bigfoot bucky builder in Roslyn. I am really hoping that next week I have good news for you regarding the widening of Meraai's rims. No one said this would be an easy ride. Remember to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We are also on Twitter. You will find us under A Dream Called Meraai. Until next time, keep safe and keep your dreams alive.